Hey, welcome to the Dropship Podcast. Today's another Tactical Tuesday episode, and we're once again comparing dropshipping to another business model. This one, in fact, I have zero experience with. I actually opened a merch by Amazon, or whatever they called it back in the day, account and got approved, but I never actually uploaded any designs or anything like that. So I don't have a whole lot of experience here. I have a bunch of ideas. Go figure, I usually have a lot of those. But I'm curious, John, you said you have a minuscule amount of experience here.
Yeah. So I worked with some guys when I was offering marketing services some years back who were running a couple of print-on-demand businesses. They were primarily printing on clothing, so T-shirts and things like that. So I was helping them out with their marketing and sort of, got to see inside their business and all that sort of thing then. And I've also done a little bit of print-on-demand kind of as a side thing on the side of another business. Like in the last episode where we were talking about affiliate marketing, doing affiliate marketing along with your main business. I dabbled a bit in print on demand, alongside another business. So, but no, never done it as my own sole kind of business, like a print on demand business. I mean, kind of feels like a bit early 2000s to me. But anyway.
Well, look, let's break it down just by the 5 questions that we broke down the others. How much does it cost to start? How much money can I make? How hard is it? How much time will it take? How much can I sell it for? First off, how does it actually work, John? Can you describe print on demand? I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, but give it a shot.
Yeah. So print on demand is kind of like drop shipping, things like clothing and stuff with designs that you've come up with or somebody's come up with for you, like a designer or something like that. So you basically mock up some designs, put them on a website, market them to people, and when you sell one of these designs, whether it's on a T-shirt or a mug or a jumper or a hat or whatever it might be, that order gets sent off to a third-party company that basically just does printing. And so they print up your design onto that product, and then they ship it to your customer, right? So it's kind of like, in that sense, it's on the fulfillment side, it's a little bit like drop shipping from your supplier to the customer.
Yeah.
And so,
as someone who had like their own clothing line back in the day, this makes a lot of sense if that's the industry you want to be in. So way back in the day, I was a huge MMA fan. Every knockout, Joe would be like, "Wow, he got hit right on the button," and I was like, "Why is no one called On the Button?" So I started On the Button Fight Gear. You could find it probably on Wayback Machine somewhere. I don't even remember. OnTheButtonFightGear.com maybe. You had to buy a lot. When we went to go, like, we had our designs done, right? One of the coaches at one of the gyms nearby was an art dude that I knew from high school, and so he drew up a bunch of designs. We were like, hell yeah! We found cool lettering that said OTB and had some like flame looking stuff on it or whatever was cool when I was 20. And then we had to go to the T-shirt shop or the print shop. I'm sure if you live in a small town, you've definitely seen these little shops. And they were like, yeah, we can do it. 200 in this color, 200 in that color. That's going to be our minimum. And I was, we bit the bullet. Actually, we went out to the bar and we were like, would you buy one? Would you buy one? And we had like 300 friends who were like, yeah, hell yeah, I'd definitely buy one, bro. And then so we went and bought that many. And maybe like 4% of those people actually bought a shirt. It sucked. Really pissed me off, if I'm honest. That was my first experience. Like, same when you're trying to get reviews on Amazon and you're like, hey buddy, can you go buy this? I'll literally pay you to do it. And they're like, no, what? No. So it's very hard to get anyone to do anything. Anyway, that pissed me off. So print on demand made a lot of sense. If we could have just, actually taken money from somebody and printed it on demand, that would have made sense. And I think, you've probably seen this for T-shirts, or you might have seen it for mugs, or I know my wife looked into onesies and baby bibs, and there's all sorts of things that you can print nowadays. And I think there's even marketplaces. What I'm looking at actually right now is teepublic.com, teepublic.com, where you come up with the designs and they kind of market it for you. So people can go there and kind of search through dad designs or rainbow designs or artists to watch. I'm just looking at their homepage here. And so I think it has evolved since I looked into it. Like, I signed up for merch by Amazon way back when, but I never used it. But that's the consensus of it, right? Like, either you come up with a design or you pay someone to design it, list it on your website. You can get those mocked up pretty easily, and then you have to go find someone to buy it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just going to cut to the chase here and say, go and listen to our episode about high ticket dropshipping versus low ticket dropshipping, because you know what print on demand is to me? It's low ticket dropshipping. I'm just going to say that out loud right now. Selling cheap stuff from a third party supplier on an e-commerce site. Low ticket dropshipping, right there.
This might come as a shock to you who've never seen me on video.
Like it.
I'm a giant human being. Those print-on-demand shirts don't fit. It doesn't matter if I buy 2X, 3X, 4X, 5, whatever. Like they're not meant for individuals such as myself. I think most of America kind of looks like me nowadays, but that's a different story. And I'm sure my Australian friend can elaborate on that. But like, I don't think some of this stuff fits anyway. So you're right when it's cheap, John. I've purchased a few of these. Like, you a fan of Tommy Boy, the movie Tommy Boy? With Chris Farley. If you're not a fan of Tommy Boy, we might not be friends anymore, by the way. Chris Farley, Tommy Boy.
Where's that cricket soundbite?
Yeah, that's fine. So Callahan Auto or Callahan Brakes, or whatever the company is on that. I bought one of those shirts a long time. It doesn't fit. I still have it in my closet though. And I bought a few others too that were like, oh, that's really smart that someone's marketing this thing. Like, there's tons of them for the office out there that say like Dunder Mifflin Paper Company on them, right? These are all print on demand. For me, they don't fit. They're cheap. They're not well done. They're not a great quality item. And so I think you're right comparing it, dropshipping, high ticket dropshipping to low ticket dropshipping. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, like if you're going to get into apparel and clothing and stuff like that, particularly, and yes, you can print on some other things as well, like office supplies. Funny story, I actually did that once. I used to do like a package for people who bought one of my educational programs, like a welcome pack. It had like a mug and a t-shirt and a hat and stuff like that. And so I used to get them all done print on demand when somebody joined, right? And literally 50% of the mugs I ordered came broken, right? They were always broken, right? I mean, they were okay. They weren't perfect, but they were always, half of them were broken. So what's the point? And similarly, if you don't know, like if you're going to print on demand t-shirts and stuff and you're not good at finding the right print on demand place, like they're often just low quality garments. And so if you're going to get into the apparel space and you're going to sell people low quality stuff, guess what's going to happen? People are not going to love it, and or they're going to return it in large quantities. Like, you know, and you're going up against other apparel marketers and manufacturers who are making high quality stuff. So where's the win here? I think to me, it just feels like a kind of short term, I could see you could make some inroads into this with like, you know, clever, witty little meme type shirts and stuff like that. But I don't see that being a lasting proposition, right? I mean, you know, particularly if those clever things are going onto crappy products. So,
I think you're right. Like, you can be cute. You can be cute and win here, right? Etsy's full of it. Problem is, as soon as you're cute and winning, someone's going to see it, and there'll be 50 of you who are cute and winning, right? There's no ability to trademark this stuff, right? Dunder Mifflin, people are getting away with that. They probably shouldn't be able to do that. We bought a onesie off Etsy that, look, I'm literally playing with a baseball right now. I fucking love baseball. My son's birthday party is baseball themed. He's 1 year old, and we bought a onesie that says, "I'm told I like baseball." Like, that's cute. That's cool. But there was like 50 other people selling that same onesie, right? And so, yeah, you can be cute and kitschy here. I don't even want to break down this business model, John, because I just don't think it's like something where you can really, really win. And to that point, we looked on Empire Flippers in the last episode. I'm on here now. There's two listed. One is listed for $89,000. It makes $2,400 net profit a month. Can you guess how many designs they have currently listed, John, in order to get to $2,400 a month?
500.
They have 6.6 thousand unique designs and 6,600 unique designs and 57,000 total products to make $2,400 a month. That's insane to me. Like, there's lots of dropshipping products that you could sell for $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 that'll get you that profit in one product. And so yeah. I'm not thrilled. The other one I think had like 800 listings. Look, I think you can make some money here, but this is not something you're ever going to do long term and really make bank. Like, you're not like. There's a possibility. You have an audience. You make unique things, unique to you. You make them on shitty shirts that start selling, that fund your way to make them on nice shirts that start selling, and people actually talk about them because they're nice, or on coffee mugs. I don't see a path to like real scalability here, and something that, you know, what they call it, the grandma test, John. Would you make a bunch of kitschy shirts and maybe some, like, I know a guy who he owned like a right before the Trump election. He bought a RepublicanOath.com or something like that, or Democratic Oath. I don't remember what it was. A Democratic and a Republican site. And he didn't give a shit who won. Like, he didn't care anything about it. But he built one of each. Immediately put up a Facebook page, which all you got to do is put some, questionable things on some memes, and your Facebook page will grow quickly because everyone's very loud about the right and the left here in the U.S. And then he put T-shirts behind it. And these wonderful print-on-demand sites with great slogans. Honestly, I just find the shit funny. If I told you some of them, you'd be laughing at them right now, John, especially some, pointing at the orange guy. But he didn't really make any money. It didn't really take off. The audience didn't translate into buying a T-shirt that said some of the, honestly, like racist stuff they were saying in these groups. There still wasn't even scalability there. There's not an opportunity to take this to the next level. I don't see a way that you can start here and transition into something that you're proud of and that you're going to call your grandma and be like, guess what I'm building? I just built a Democrat and a Republican site, and I'm making people hate each other just to sell a few T-shirts. Like, it doesn't pass the test for me.
Yeah, and look, I guess if you found a design that worked and kind of went viral, maybe. I mean, I guess you could transition it off print on demand into getting it put on some high quality product and getting it in bulk and blah blah blah. But still, as you say, I mean, you can't trademark that stuff. You're not doing branded clothing here, sort of thing. Like, it's just not a long term business for me. So yeah, 2 thumbs down for me.
I'm trying to find something I love about it. Right? How much does it cost to start? Virtually nothing. How much money can I make? Virtually nothing. How hard is it? It's not really that hard, honestly. If you can just, if you can stay on top of the meme culture and you can get that meme out first on an account, people actually see it, you'll probably do okay. How much time will it take? None. Honestly, are you attuned to what people are saying in your industry? So maybe the time you spend doing that, which you're probably doing already, how much you can sell it for. We just saw that. Empire Flippers has one listed at $89,000 with 57,000 products and one listed at $83,000. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see any upside here other than doing what you were talking about earlier, John, where you were like, new students came in and you were sending them a shirt and a mug, and like, can you bolt this on to your current dropshipping business? Like, if I sold pellet grills, can I say, can I make a shirt that says, if you're looking, you ain't cooking, and upsell that for $15 at the end? That's a very pellet grill thing. If you're looking, you ain't cooking, right? Because you open the lid, right? Can you do that and maybe make $3 and make your customer laugh until they put the shirt on and it itches like crazy and it doesn't fit right? Maybe I don't know, John. What would you do here?
No.
Would you ever bolt this on?
Maybe, but then, and I kind of mentioned that before the show. That was my one sort of thing I thought maybe I would bolt it on. But I think if I had like a high ticket dropshipping business that was already making money, and I wanted to like add on some apparel to that, probably had my branding on it, plus maybe some of those witty little statements or memes or whatever, I think I would probably just get a little bit of bulk quantity produced and ship it on my own, right? I mean, I think that's what I would do, just because it's going to be a little bit, you got more certainty around the product, and you can package it up with some other things about your brand and send it out to your customers and stuff like that, rather than print on demanding it. Probably that's actually where I would go. But you could add it on to a successful business. But look, I'm going to close out by saying, I would even apply the guru test to this, right? So that not even anybody is making fast money with this, because if you go on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere, how many people do you see standing in front of a rented Lambo talking about how print on demand is blowing up? Not one. That means no one's making even fast, dodgy money out of this, right? So I think people still come across this. I still see questions about it online in various places, but so like beginners come across the idea, but yeah, it's not happening. I think it died, maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
The guy I know who built those 2 sites, he's one of the best marketers I've ever known. And if he can't make it work, I'm not betting on you listening to this. I'm just being honest. He's incredible.
Yeah.
His team's incredible. I don't know. So, big thumbs down for me. Dropshipping wins this in a landslide.
Yeah, nice one.